Jesus. I set the bed on fire.
Man. You set the fucking bed on fire.
Gay apparel.
Why?
I just felt like singing.
All right.
It's always nice to have a nice cold opening. just you know, a little behind the scenes footage for people. Let them know what we're up to. Right now, we're just getting ready for the show that you're about to listen to. Smoking a joint. Today is brought to you by Granddaddy Perps. Hope all you cool cats are that.
You messed it up.
I don't know. I wasn't sure where the hell I was going with it. You know what? Start the fucking show.
Spot, cause I need pop, better see doctor, get my head checked.
You're listening to 106.9 Twat FM, streaming to you from Rat House Productions over at rathouse.net. That's RATTHAUS.net. And it's time for the world according to Fear and MDI.
And welcome to the world according to Fear and MDI. I am your host, Fear, and as always, my amazing co-host, MDI. How you doing, baby?
I'm okay. I'm all right.
So, for those of you who listened last week, poor MDI is laid up with a cast. Let's give him a cast update because we have had a little bit of changes.
I got a new cast since last we spoke. Sorry, I just realized my mic's not quite close enough to my face. I'm better now. I went to Cast Clinic this week, which is not a clinic at all in this town. I had a sheet that said, go to the ER and tell them you're here for a Cast Clinic, which was all fine and dandy. But then I was taken to the exact same gurney in the hallway that I was taken to the first time I was there for this same injury. And I was like, this is Cast Clinic? All right.
Deja vu.
Right? Yeah, there's no Cast Clinic or any clinics in that hospital. It's all just the ER, and you just see different doctors in the ER. And so, yeah, I went and I got a new cast, and that was an adventure all in itself because there's a girl in the waiting room. We get there and she's writhing in pain, walking around. And I'm like, oh, fuck, like this is no good. And this other lady comes in right after me and she checks in and she's an older lady. So I'm like, fuck, like, you know, you start worrying that you're going to be there all day because all these people are checking in.
You start comparing. You're like, what do you think's wrong with that one? Yeah,
they're going to get in before me. I'm just waiting to see a fucking guy about my cast. Like, so it turned out, which was really funny. Me, the lady that was writhing in pain, and the other lady that came in right after me that has the same first name as me, because when they called me just by my first name, both her and I stood up and then we had to say more information. So yeah, we ended up
broke into a rock, paper, scissors. But yeah, that was awkward.
It was weird. It's like which one?
You, me, you, me.
So
well, and then we find out it's you. We get up and then like legit like what, a second and a half
later, then someone comes out to call the next lady.
And we're like, oh, don't sit down, bitch.
So yeah, it was kind of funny. But yeah, all three of us ended up in a line of gurneys in the hallway. And turns out the one writhing in pain has a blockage in her bladder and her bowel. And I'm like, oh, fuck, yeah, that's got to be like
none of that sounds
really
fun.
Painful. The lady that has the same name as me, I don't think I caught exactly what was wrong with her. But whilst we were sitting in the hallway, me and the other lady, the one that was writhing in pain, we were chit-chatting.
Just hanging out.
I can't remember. Yeah, the first time the doctor came over. So the doctor comes over to the other lady named Marie first. And he's like, so you got a problem with your foot? And she's like, no. So I kind of just lean over and I'm like, that's me.
yo, the foot's over here.
And I'm like, other Marie. So then he comes over and he asks me my birth date and everything to make sure that it's me before he then starts to examine my foot.
Right.
And which he should have done with the first lady, but he for some reason had skipped that step and just started asking her about her foot. But anyway.
Well, at least he didn't come up to you and be like, so you have super AIDS.
Well, exactly. Like he's like, Marie. And she said, yes. So then he how's your foot doing? And she was like, what?
You know, sorry, I don't mean to interject, but I just want to say, it is weird that they're actually calling you Marie here. In Alberta, it was always Mary. And that never made any sense to me.
It's so fucking stupid. It's like they're spelled differently for fuck's sakes, but whatever.
One was a virgin that had a baby. Liar.
Right.
And the other one's my gorgeous wife.
Liar.
Liar.
But yeah, so then the doctor ended up coming over to me and I was chatting with him and, he asked me my medical history and stuff. And him and I chatted for a few minutes and I mentioned I had fibromyalgia. And so that was actually when he walked away, that was actually what started the conversation between me and the lady that was writhing in pain. We'll call her Sammy because I have no idea what her name is. But so Sammy's like, you have fibromyalgia? I have it too. Isn't it terrible? And so I like, even though I'm sitting on a gurney, I'm like kind of looking at her with just my right eye and yelling over my shoulder at her. But I'm like, yeah, it's brutal, man. It's terrible. And, so yeah, we started comparing notes essentially.
Well, because I know fibromyalgia has been around for quite a while, but it affects people so differently that it's kind of it's a weird one, right?
It can affect you so differently and yet so similar at the same time. There's a lot of people that when I tell them how my fibromyalgia affects me or whatever, or how much pain I'm in all the time, people look at me like I'm insane or like I'm a little bit nutty or whatever. But when you actually get to talk to someone who has the same problem, the same ailment, they're so understanding when you say like, my 10-pound or 12-pound dog, tries to stand on my leg and it hurts so bad. I have to swat him away. Like I have to push him off of me. And some people think that that's insane. Like that's crazy. I must be, exaggerating or whatever, because it's a 12-pound dog. How can that hurt you? But it really, truly does. And it was really nice to kind of connect with her on that human level.
Yeah.
And like I said, I don't know her name because we didn't share the same name like the other lady and I did. But it was hilarious too, because she her issue was kind of personal, I thought. But she was just like, yeah, I have to get an enema and I have to this and I have to that. And I was just like, all right. And she was like, they're going to give me a catheter again. And I was just like, oh, fuck, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. And
know you for about 3 seconds. We're already jumping into butt stuff. Perfect.
Right. But I have a feeling she has an issue with painkillers or something because they made her sign a form that said if they were giving her something for the pain, she would stay for the treatment. And the doctor even said, like, if I give you pain meds, I'm giving them to you and you're staying and you're getting treatment. You're not just taking the pain meds and going home. And she was like, no, I promise, I'll stay. So I have a feeling that our addiction with pain meds may be some of the problem as to why her bowels are blocked.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Depending on what it is, that stuff stops you up.
Exactly. So yeah, I didn't want to say any of that to her because none of my business. And also she
you can't be like, you fucking junkie.
Right.
Here we are bonding over here. We're talking about butt stuff and turns out you're a fucking I'm
butt
just
stuff.
kidding.
Jeez. Wow. That's crazy, babe.
But anyway, and then it was funny because then we ended up running into him.
Oh, yeah, we ended up running into her at the mall yesterday.
Yeah, so that was super weird. But anyway, back to your cast.
So the doctor comes back and he's like, we're going to put you a new cast on there. And one can go on, you can go under the knee, but...
if I'm pretty sure we talked about it last week, but
yeah, my
you had a cast that went above your knee.
Just the back of my leg. So the cast went above my knee, which made it impossible for me to walk heel toe. Like that's what the cast did.
Right.
Which is exactly what I need with a ruptured Achilles. I can't, that's the toe part is the part that hurts. Like when you push off with your toes, that activates your Achilles like crazy, right?
Right.
So that's what that cast did. So she wasn't wrong in making that cast that way. And the only problem was she kind of let me believe that I could walk on it. And she told me she'd give me crutches.
Yeah.
But she didn't tell me to use the crutches 100%, or like it wasn't like you need to use these crutches.
Like, well, duh. But no. The way she made it sound was though she could take her half cast off and let it air and let it breathe. And
yeah, like she told me I could sleep with it.
And you could shower without it.
Yeah, like I was like, I can shower, and she was like, oh yeah. So I was like, oh, okay. So then this other doctor like fucking lost his shit. He was like, no. So really and truly, it should be in the cast all the time. I can't take it off, even to shower. And the doc I saw on Tuesday, the ortho doc, actually told me that I can't even walk on it. Like I'm not even supposed to put weight on it at all. I'm not supposed to put, not like the other doctor, I was like, I'm good to like do like 60% weight at least. And she was like, oh yeah. So this doctor, I'm like, so you know what percentage of weight can I do? Like, and he's like, none, zero. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I can't walk on it?
Sir, this is conflicting information.
You need your crutches. Where's your crutches? I only had one with me because I was walking, helping.
The impression that
like using the crutch to help me, so I wasn't putting as much weight on my right side, but also walking. And he was like, no, you should have both crutches. You should not be putting weight on this leg. And I was like, well, that's fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
So hobbled home and then got my other crutch. And from then on, I've been using both crutches and trying to stay off. And that's when he was like, you should be sitting. He put me off work for 2 weeks, which really sucks because I like my job.
Well, yeah, because the first doc's like, yeah, you can go back. No problem.
Yeah,
so you tried to go back.
I was like, I can go back to work right away, like first thing on Monday. Because when I was seeing this first doctor was a Friday. And she was like, well, she never said yes or no. She said she likes to give her patients, free reign to determine their own abilities and their pain, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So she made it sound like if I could handle it, I could do it, which is a really bad thing to tell me.
Well, yeah, because you're going to try to do all the things.
Yeah, because I'm going to make myself handle it until I'm in so much pain that I want to throw up. And that's what I did. I was going to work. I was forcing myself to just swallow the pain and ignore it and just keep going, push forward. Like all steam's ahead, all fall, Mm-hmm. That wasn't going that well for me because then I slipped and pulled my groin and made it worse.
Yep.
But anyway, so yeah, now I have a new cast, which is smaller and it's more comfortable.
Yeah, it's more manageable, but still a lot more shitty because you have to wear it all the time.
Now I have to wear it all the time and I'm not allowed to work for a couple weeks. So yeah, and then even then, like his note says I can go back to work on the 21st, but I don't go back to cast clinic until the 28th. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I don't think I'm supposed to go back to work for that time in between either. I think I'm supposed to see a doctor somehow.
Well, we'll definitely look into
But anyway.
that. Yeah, we'll make sure that we do.
We'll figure it all out.
Dot the I's and cross the T's before we make anything.
Yeah, that's my cast story.
Yeah, no, I feel that. That's, kind of sucks. But at least it's a little bit in more of kind of a better.
Yeah, like there's positives and negatives to it. Like I said, the cast is smaller and a lot more comfortable on my leg and my foot. The first cast was just not comfortable at all. And I'm glad I didn't have to try to sleep with that on. Because that would have been crappy.
Oh, that would have been ridiculous. You're having a hard enough time with the one under the knee. So
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's where MDI is at health wise. So far, so good. But it's been really tough because we have been getting buckets of snow here, and
Yes.
we love playing in the
I
snow.
love playing in the snow. It's been killing me. We went out yesterday and our front lawn is so beautiful. It's not a lawn, it's snow, but it's just so pretty. It's like this, it dips in and out, and there's, it's so pretty, the snow. And I just want to lay in it and make a snow angel and play in the snow.
I know, like it almost looks like we're living in a friggin' snow
I play
globe
in
right
the
now.
snow every fucking year. Even last year I played in the snow without the kids. I don't care. I fucking play in the snow every year.
It's okay. Who knows? Maybe we can just set you in some snow and you can make some snow angels or something.
And you'll have to pick me back up again.
Absolutely. Whatever we got to do. But yeah, so that's kind of been it. We had the I don't know, what did we, a light parade yesterday, which was super fun.
Yeah, it was kind of a Santa Claus parade. There was a Santa at the end, but it wasn't like a big production or anything like, oh, here's Santa. But yeah, like it was pretty cute. It was their first nighttime parade, I believe.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they used to do it or not, or if it's just the first time they've ever done a nighttime parade in this town. But and we live in a pretty small town.
Yeah.
So I think there was 10 floats, maybe. So like it was a very, very quick parade. But very cute. And very, very hometown. There were kids giving out candy to other kids and wishing kids Merry Christmas. And that's all it really matters to me. That's all you really need. Like, I don't know. I thought it was adorable.
Yeah. Yeah. Like you said, it wasn't exactly as long as you had hoped, but they did do like a much bigger Santa Claus parade like 2 weeks ago. And then this kind of got thrown
They did
together.
a daytime parade. A week and a half ago or so.
But it was super fun, and we had a lot. We went to
we hit the drive-through.
Yeah, hit the drive-through.
Dinner in the car.
Yeah,
and
made a night of it.
Yeah, we did. We made kind of an evening of it. We enjoy every now and then taking a drive, hitting the drive-through, eating dinner in the car, and just kind of chit-chatting and hanging out with our kids. It's just something we do. We enjoy.
Yeah.
It's something we've done for a while. I think it's just mostly because you like just going for a drive.
Yeah, I do.
Like, so even when the kids were little in the winter, we would just go for a drive and look at the lights and get dinner and eat it in the vehicle, whatever vehicle we had at the time. And and in the summer we'd do the same thing. It was just we would get Slurpees.
Yeah, no, that's exactly it. Like in the winter time, we usually get some hot bevies and just kind of hang out, and then we'll cruise somewhere in summer, and then have like a fucking like you said, a Slurpee or a iced
Cold
cappuccino
bevy.
or something. But yeah,
The kids like Slurpees. That's why I said Slurpees.
fuck, it's so crazy. Like it's been minus like 30 something, and I'm still seeing people running around with Slurpees around here.
They love their Slurpees in this fucking town. I don't know if it's this town or this province.
Yeah,
But holy balls, yeah, they love their fucking Slurpees here, man.
So yeah, so I've got like two sort of notes to kind of branch off from that. So I'm not
Okay.
even sure where to go. So I'll go with this one. So we, like you said, we got dinner in the car.
Yeah.
And we were going to the spot so we could watch the lights.
Yeah.
And Logic.
Oh man, yeah. Logic somehow was he spilled some French fries it was like on his crotch and on the seat in between his crotch, and then also some on the floor. And we don't own a vehicle currently. We were using or borrowing your sister's
sister.
Well, your sister's hubby's truck, and it's a work truck. It's a construction truck. It is not a loved and prime and prime, fancy truck. It's a fucking construction muddy truck.
Mhm.
So he was dropping French fries, and he at first picked one up and made it look like he was going to eat it. And Andy started like, oh my God, I know, like freaking out because the truck is dirty and it's wintertime. It's really difficult to keep your truck fucking clean right now anyway. But yeah, so it, she was freaking out that he was going to eat French fries off the floor, and oh man, it was this big ordeal. And didn't you say something smart
well, first I was making fun of him because I'm like, oh, you're gonna have salty balls.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
and then he ate something and he said something along the lines of salt, and I was like, well, it's a work truck, man. You better hope that was salt and not dirt or whatever.
Yes.
And then just, I think I was cracking a joke about how, like, you can't take him anywhere. Ha ha ha. And then all of a sudden, like, some sort of flash of karma. I got like fucking Parkinson's and because I've got my fries in my hand, and all of a sudden my whole hand, like, just tweaks the fuck out. And I almost whip him. I end up jamming it into the
steering wheel. It was really weird. It was like all of a sudden your hand went like fucking.
Yeah, like fucking Evil Dead. I had to lock it off the wrist.
Like you weren't controlling it, and you were driving. You were approaching a light, so we were going very slow to start with.
Well, yeah, I was braking,
but. So we weren't in any danger or anything, but it was so funny because. Yeah, like all of a sudden it was just like on the steering wheel with your hand for some reason. Like you were lucky you didn't blow the horn, like actually activate the horn.
Well, it was the weirdest fucking thing. That would have
ticked off the person in front of us.
You just had to make
I messed up my pop filter. Oh, wow. I got it. It's good now.
Anyway, so yeah.
But that is what happened. It was like all of a sudden you were fucking beefing your fucking French fries off the steering wheel and dropping. I hate some of them dropped on the floor.
Oh, it was fucking ridiculous.
And then all of a sudden you had fucking French fries all over your crotch too.
Wow. It was like, oh, fucking baby Jesus just got me back. Like it legit felt like somebody fucking was like trying to slap it out of my... Oh my goodness.
A demon just escaped me. I'm sorry.
It might be the same demon that slapped my fries out of my hands.
Right?
But that's what it felt like. I did not have control of my hand. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
It was hilarious.
It was funny to everybody. It was definitely karma. And
it was amazing.
Yeah. And I'll admit it, man. I fucking deserve that shit. I was being a smart ass, but yeah, so awesome. That shit happened to me.
But also at the same time, you and Logan both wasted half your fries.
Yeah, I definitely lost some, but it was all right. When we got to where we threw them out, and the crows here just love them.
The ravens.
So then going back to the other story, it has to do with both the vehicle that we were using as well as your inability to get in and out of things.
Oh yeah, well. It's a truck. It's an F-150. You are like you're just like a computer narrator or something today. You're just like giving me a topic to talk about and then just sitting there and letting me actually discuss.
I don't know what that means. Like I'm rocking and rolling here. I feel like I'm in the zone. We actually last night we were high as shit before bed and we were just fucking laughing at ourselves looking at our show notes. And
I wasn't looking at show notes. Well, no, I was just telling you things.
Well, we were just discussing it. And yeah, I don't know. My fear is always that it's far more funny to us than anyone else. But
of course it is.
Hopefully you guys enjoy these fucking stories too. Because
what were we talking about?
You getting in and out of trucks and tubs.
Oh, yeah. Well, see, now that I can't take my cast off, I have to just kind of I have to be put in a tub every couple of days because everybody stinks, man. And, so I can't lower myself in or pull myself out of the tub because of the way my cast is. And there's no like side of the tub on the wall side of our tub. It's really weird. It's just wall. So there's nothing to grab onto or anything. We need a senior citizens bar over there. But anyway, plus it's because it's my right leg. And the way our tub is, I have to like lay in the tub the opposite way you're supposed to lay in the tub. So my head is like
we call that back to tap.
Yeah, it's not good.
Nobody wants to sit back to tap.
I know, it sucks.
If anybody shared a bath with their significant other, Back to tap sucks, but if we're gonna want to try to get some of that, you know what, later we'll take back to tap.
Right?
Gotta do it, boys.
But yeah, so I need assistance with someone to lower me into the tub, kind of, and then someone to pull me out of it. And then yesterday I'm supposed to be staying at home and keeping my leg up and stuff, but it's Christmas time and I get really sad that I have to stay at home and do nothing all the time. So I wanted to go out for a little bit. I went out for just a couple hours yesterday to do some shopping and try and, find some gifts for the people that I love. Because there's, you could shop at home on Amazon, but it just doesn't give you that holiday wonderful,
it's the most
like you gotta go to the mall and see the pretty things
hate all
and
that
hear the
shit,
music. You just gotta do it for a few minutes. Like it's just, I don't know. But anyway, so we went out and then realizing how do I get in and out of an F-150?
A vehicle, yeah.
Because a regular vehicle is not so bad. I can use the crutch to kind of either lower myself down into a car or like a minivan. I just have to hop up just a little bit on my good leg. But an F-150 was quite the hop, and I was not able to do it. And with the ground being icy and snowy, it was
it's all deadly.
difficult. So you had to help me into the truck. And the way you chose to do so,
grabbed you right by the pussy.
Yeah, it sure did. Just kind of used your arm like a hook right under my, and hoisted me up.
That's how I do, man.
It was so funny.
It wasn't even my arm. I used my dick.
Oh, you're so funny.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
It was a very odd
sensation.
It was like just having someone stick their arm in between your crotch and lift you up. Kind of like, what? What did you say?
What?
Did you say it?
But I don't know. This might not surprise you. That's not the first time I've ever lifted someone like that.
What?
I've been backyard wrestling guys all the time.
Well,
that's how you get somebody up for a body slam.
Yeah, I guess that's true. But yeah, it was.
You're lucky I didn't fucking just slam you in the snow and fucking pin you.
It's true. It's true. I'm surprised you didn't get flashbacks.
No, still to this day, I am the Rhodes Edge Wrestling hardcore heavyweight champion of the world. My belt is on the line 24 hours a day. So come get some. There's like maybe one person that will get that joke, and that is for you.
I get it.
Well, yeah,
one other
here.
person.
Yes.
Okay, I got you now.
I mean, like a listener.
I got you now. Sorry. But that was an awkward sensation. But it's kind of funny. It's just little things that I've noticed since, I've lost a lot of weight and I'm not nearly as big as I used to be, but I feel that I still view myself as that big girl. And then when you throw one arm under me and hoist me up into a truck, I realize, holy fuck, yeah, maybe I am 60 pounds lighter than I used to be. And that's a big deal.
No, it really is.
It's insane. It's crazy to me.
Well, and I think that you, I don't know, like not exaggerate, but I think in your brain you build it up a little bit more than, and then, because I'm a big guy. I feel like I'm 700 pounds, like in your brain, you're kind of like, you
feel fatter than you really are.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But,
okay. So I still think,
so even now you're like, I think I'm still, no, you're not. And like,
I have a lot of belly fat and skin.
You've got some skin shit. Like that's, it's tough. It's tough getting big and then losing weight. And I'm sure anybody that has done anything like that can absolutely attest to it. The whole skin situation and blah, blah, blah. And a lot of stuff goes into that. I don't think we're going to crack that nut right now, but
no.
Yeah. So yeah, to me, it was, it even surprised me that,
it was so easy to lift.
Yeah. I almost checked you. So, I mean, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. You know what's really annoying? And just I was thinking about karma. I ordered myself a Fitbit, one of the new Fitbits. We are iPhone users, but I hate the Apple Watch. I just do, and I'm not gonna argue why or anything, and I'm not gonna, if you like it, go for it. But
look, if a rep from Apple is listening and you want us to
want to
try
give us
it
stuff,
out,
sure, no problem.
You know what? Go ahead.
But yeah, I'm loving my new Fitbit. But you know what's really annoying is I can't tell it that I'm injured. I can't find any way to tell it that I'm injured, so it stops telling me to get up and move. No, there is a way to turn off the get up and move things, but there isn't a way to tell it that you're injured. The only thing you can do is set all the goals down to like nothing. Like my step goal, I think, is like 200 a day, because that's the lowest you can have it.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. Is there like a lowest?
Yeah, but that's still annoying. Like, I wish you could tell it that you're injured and then have like injury updates, and like you could log your process on your recovery. Why doesn't it have that? Maybe. Maybe. I wonder if that's an app that I can have on the watch. Maybe I'll look into that. If not, TM, I'm making that. Yeah, I need to fucking make that app where you can tell it that you're injured and then fucking track your injury and your recovery.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Trademark Fear MDI.
And then maybe it can tell you, different exercises
like things
to
do help
and
you
things
out
to strengthen and help yourself get better.
Well, there's got to be something similar to that. I mean, we're kind of living in an age where it's like there's so many things that you can and cannot do. And that's what sucks. Like, I know the majority of things that we do are tracked, apped, and fucking sold to other people. But
yeah,
like if we didn't do all that horse shit, like think of how fucking cool it could be, where we could be, like the ability to like you said, with the Apple Watches and the Fitbit, they monitor so much stuff now. Like the new Apple Watch can do ECGs and all kinds of crazy shit like that.
And it's funny because there are some reasons that I really want, the Apple Watch, but at the same time, there are reasons that I just don't want it and I don't like it. So yeah, I'm sticking with the Fitbit Versa 3, which I'm loving. I'm really, really enjoying it. Oh, she's vacuuming. I was like, what's that sound? But anyway, so yeah, I'm sticking with it and I'm loving it. But it is kind of annoying that you can't tell you're hurt.
Yeah, that is interesting.
But maybe I'll look into it further and find out if maybe I could.
Yeah, you never know. There could be some sort of thing. Now, is there do you have show notes?
I do, yeah, I've got both.
Okay, now hold on though. Because I have a show note here that says MDI knows how to make notes, but there's no way she knows how to use them.
Yeah.
So what does that mean?
Well, see, I'm really good at making notes. Or lists.
Lists.
I make lists like a motherfucker.
You're like Jim Halpert.
I'm just not so good at always checking the list.
You are not Santa Claus.
No, I don't check.
You don't even check them once, let alone twice.
No. But, sometimes, especially when I get groceries, it's kind of like, it's like a competition that I do with myself. And I know people are going to think I'm absolutely insane, but I do. I really do. I make a list and then I get the groceries. And when I get home, I sit down and I look at the list.
How did I do?
I do. And then I'm like proud of myself if I remembered everything, or ashamed of myself if I forgot stuff.
Well, I mean, that's good for you. Oh, fucker. You can be ashamed, but fuck, that usually means I got to go back to get it.
Nah.
But
yeah, and then same with, I will say or do something funny and I'll say, oh, make a show note, but I don't actually do it. I'm telling other people to make show notes, but then you don't. And somehow that's my fault. You guys blame me.
But you can't be like, show no, because I'm always like, yeah, write it. And you're like, no.
Well, because I'm busy or when this whole thing started, the whole show note thing was your deal. It was your job or something.
Look, this is Twat FM. It's the world according to Fear and MDI.
That joint won't stay lit.
It's not.
We're talking too much.
It's not the world according to Fear, and then sometimes MDI will chime in. So the show note thing.
That's the truth.
The show note thing has to go both ways, but
I know. I swear, I need to get better at it.
Okay.
I need to. Maybe I need to start using
even the voice recording,
voice recorder thing.
Oh fuck yeah!
Well, because sometimes I'm busy doing stuff with my hands, and I know it's gonna sound funny, but I'm high. I'm busy doing stuff with my hands, and I can't pick up my phone and make a fucking note. Or I'm busy doing something with my phone, and I can't stop what I'm doing to make a note.
Huh. Well, I see. But you know what? Try it.
I'm a busy girl with a lot of stuff on the go.
That is fair. Okay, so now you did say you did. You said, holy crap! The cripple said something.
What?
Nothing.
Wow, that's rude.
I know. So you do have some show notes. So what do you got rocking and rolling over there?
Well, I already discussed making friends in the ER, so I've deleted that one. But you freaked out this morning while so. Great to my, my own dismay. That's not really how I wanted to say that, but anyway.
Man, interesting. Good job, Shakespeare.
Right? I need help getting dressed and undressed again. I had this problem with my frozen shoulder, and now I have it again. And it was not even that long that I had the ability to dress and undress myself that I've now lost it again. But anyway, one thing that I don't do so much anymore is put my own socks on, because it's just easier for you to do it, because I can't put my own pants on anymore. But anyway, so this morning you were like, do you want to wear toey socks?
Yeah, I opened the drawer sure. that was there. I was like, she likes this weird
I have Christmassy, wintry toey socks.
Now so toey socks to her are the socks that have the toes in them. Just in case,
think most people know what toey socks are.
I don't know. There's probably a whole bunch of people like, what is she saying? What's a toey? I'm just making sure that they know.
Okay, so yeah, socks with individual toes in them, just like
well, what
gloves.
Do I call them? Yeah,
that's what you said today.
That's exactly what I said.
Toey socks are gloves for your feet.
Exactly.
And yeah, you were all freaked out by the process of putting them on, and for some reason it gave you the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Yeah, I don't like spreading your toes. Like, I don't...
Right?
Like, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's a weird thing.
And it's so funny because you'll do almost anything. Like, I've been so sick. I've been hurt. I've been injured. You've had to help me do almost everything like you can imagine. And that's the thing that you're like, no.
Oh, yeah, no. We've done it all. And then it was just hard. It was weird. I didn't like it. And I was trying to pull it, and I didn't want to pull too tight, and then like feeling your toes like trying to find their way, like all of it was fucking freaky. I don't know. I didn't like it. Yeah, it was not my thing.
Yeah,
and would not recommend.
So yeah,
but yeah, and I don't know why. Socks. It was weird, and I don't know. And then like my brain was trying to think of how that would feel on my own feet, and that was freaking me out because like I'm thinking like I'm going full monkey on it. I'm like, okay, I'm spreading my toes. I'm trying to get them in like gloves. Like that's weird. None of that should be a thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's gloves for your feet.
Gloves for your feet. Yeah. But and you know what's funny is they work just like gloves. They keep you warm, but not as warm as real socks or mittens. Because for some reason separating your toes keeps it just
it's that skin to skin. Same with when you're freezing, they say you gotta get naked.
Science.
Fucking shine, bitch. What else you got? That was all the notes?
Yeah. There was something that Andy said to me in the ER that we both really cracked up about.
Just couldn't get to. Yeah.
Yeah, like I can't fucking believe how funny she is. But yeah, that was it. I just got a notification that our order for Canadian Tire, they need more time. It's not ready yet.
That idiots.
Yeah.
Anyway, so insight into that, since we're talking about groceries. Well, no, not groceries. We bought a thing. Anyway, so we went to CT. I've already said it. Canadian Tire. You've already said it. Anyway,
we're Canadian, so yeah, all the fucking other than Walmart, most of the stores we go to are Canadian.
Yeah. Anyway, so we go there to get this thing that we saw on the flyer that we wanted, and it said, there's I think one, right? It said one's in stock.
Yeah, they had one in stock.
So we're like, all right, fuck it, let's go. So we go, we find the area where it's supposed to be, but
literally find a fucking picture of it on the aisle. Like, this is where it's supposed to be,
and like almost instantly, like we were like, that was like some perfect shit.
Yeah, I picked an aisle and it was like perfect. There it was.
Other than the fucking thing wasn't actually there.
Yeah, it wasn't on the shelf.
So we tracked
which
down
is not
someone.
Surprising. The Canadian Tire in our town is a disaster.
Yeah, they're so busy they don't even have time to get stuff on the shelf. So anyway,
yeah, they need to like close down. They need to actually close the store for 2 or 3 days and like
reorganize. Get ready.
And actually get everything out on the shelves. And but they don't want to do that because that.
Well, no, maybe in the new year. I
don't know.
You want to fuck around with it this time of year? Get shanked.
But it doesn't even seem like they're working on it overnight because they're like, don't you think if they had night crew, they would be a little bit further ahead than they are?
Well, it's tough because I don't know. We don't work there, right? So
I know, and I guess, and there's a lot of seasonal stuff they've had to flip over to from summer to winter and all that shit too. So.
Yeah. But anyway, so I got a guy, flagged him down. We were like, hey, this is what we're looking at. Your website says you have one. He used the scanning thing. Yep. It's downstairs.
Yeah, we do have one. It's downstairs.
No problem. We'll wait. So we walk around. We do our thing. We're in the store. 15,
oh my God. And I'm
20 minutes.
so disappointed in myself.
Why?
Because we were supposed to look for stockings there and we didn't.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, well,
we need new stockings.
Yeah.
I've not.
Yeah. But anyway, so...
20 minutes go by and he finds us and says, I'm sorry, I can't find it. Had no luck down there. You're going to have to come back another day or order it online. So I was like, all right, I'm going to go order it online for curbside pickup tomorrow morning. Actually, tomorrow afternoon. So someone's going to have to fucking find it. Fuckers.
Yeah.
I'm still getting it.
Yeah, exactly. Now you have to go find it instead of saying, yeah, no luck. The only shit part is we just got an email saying, we're going to need more time.
Well, as it is, it's 5 and it was supposed to be done by 3:30. Like we were supposed to have it by 3:30. So yeah, but at least I've got an email that they're working on it. And like, I'm not just sitting here wondering what the fuck's going on.
Well, yeah, like is what it is. Okay, so then I've got a show note. We've touched upon almost all of my show notes, but this one. And so, like I said, last night we were doing this in bed, giggling, high as shit.
Yeah.
And I was using voice to text. So I don't even know if this makes sense.
Oh, no.
So strap in. So this is the note.
Okay, I'm ready.
MDI has continued for streak of barely distraction by bringing her faith in her finger in a plethora of other injuries. Punch yourself in the eye, pulled her breasts out. None of that makes any fucking sense to me.
But I know. So I've been so hard on myself.
You have been kicking your own ass terribly.
I burnt my index finger on my right hand really bad. I got like this big fucking blister on it. And I punched myself in the eye last night. I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was just trying to move my blanket around and I slipped and ended up fucking just socking myself. And if you look at me right now, like if you look at both, my left eye's a little darky. It's a little dark too.
Dark.
Well, I was going to say dark and then you said puffy. So I said darky. But
we're going to get canceled.
Oh, shut up. I could say my eye is darky.
No, I don't think you can anymore.
Oh, bite me. I can say whatever I want.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I've got a little bit of a shiner that I gave myself.
Yeah.
And I went to sit. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I went to sit down on the couch last night and I don't normally do this, but I turned and put my left hand on the back of the couch and then like spun myself around to sit down. Mm. So like really pulled my shoulder. Like,
yeah, it's like you forgot to let go.
Yeah, I forgot. It's like I forgot to let go of that brace while I turned.
Turning, yeah.
Yeah, I should. And yeah, I fucking, I pulled my breast, like the muscles all in my chest and my breast area on the left side last night. So that's what the pulled my breast part is. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've in the last week, in the last 2 weeks, I've ruptured my Achilles. Mm-hmm. I slipped and pulled my groin, which still hurts. Like I pulled it good enough that 4-5 days later, it still hurts. I burnt my index finger pretty good. I've given myself a black eye.
Burnt your lip?
I burnt my lip really good too. Because I'm a stoner. And that's all the information I'm going to give about that. And stoners will understand. Sometimes it happens. But yeah, so yeah, it's not good to take me off work because when I'm off work, then I have nothing to do and I end up hurting myself. I get bored.
Yeah.
I don't hurt myself on purpose. I end up doing silly things and getting myself hurt.
Well, okay. Well, let's, I guess, to tune in next week to see what else she's done.
We're done already? You're not going to talk about how we've given ourselves Christmas already?
No, go ahead. Yeah, I was done my show notes and I don't like to hum and haw and not know how to end it, so I was just going to wrap it up. But by all means, if you got, let's talk.
I was just thinking that
it's the most wonderful.
I was just thinking we would discuss the TV box in the room.
Yeah.
Instead of saying elephant in the room, get it?
I like it, yeah.
Yeah, well, like I said, I've given myself a Fitbit, and I also got one of the most expensive mixers that you can buy without it being like industrial kitchen mixer.
Exactly.
I got it on Cyber Monday deals though, so it was a good price.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was, I've got that already and I'm using it before Christmas. I'm using it fucking today. But anyway, yeah, so and we're not making ourselves wait until Christmas to have any of it. We're
enjoying it.
We're giving ourselves it right now. So yesterday, because I'm hurt and I'm laid up, and you know what? I ordered all my own presents on Amazon. Yeah. So
well, again, like the things we do that never change. You know, like we wanted to like do it so we could buy each other like our own gifts. Stuff, but then we ended up both buying for ourselves.
We ended up just like, what do we want on Amazon? Yeah, this is what we're ordering.
Yeah.
But, and then, yeah, I'm not going to wait 3 weeks before using my fucking Fitbit.
So I kept teasing you. I was like, it's got to go under the tree.
Well, and same with my mixer. I need to do all my holiday baking with that thing. Sure. My old one is broken. If my old one was still in good shape and I just wanted to upgrade because I wanted a bigger one or something, then I could see you being like, no, you have to wait to use that.
Oh, no.
But my old one is broken. It doesn't have the first like 2 or 3 speeds and it throws the flour everywhere. But anyway. Yeah. Yeah. So yesterday you went out and bought your Christmas gifts. You want to?
Yes. Well, I'm currently staring at a box for something I have to set up here shortly, but it is a nice LG 4K TV, which I got on a really nice sale yesterday, where I got it from, I don't know, whatever, Walmart. I went to Walmart. I don't care. Fuck off. Anyway, the place, like, I don't know. Part of me wants to censor all that stuff. I don't care anymore. If it's a problem, send a cease and desist. I'll bleep you out. Fuck off. But anyway,
we're not bad talking this.
No, I know, but just I don't know, whatever. So anyway, so we're there. Oh, I'm there because you're laid up. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I went out for a little bit to try and do shopping for like family members and stuff, and then I was done. I was exhausted.
So yeah, anyway, so the first gift that I got, I ended up buying second, but we'll get to that in a second. So I was like, okay, well, do I want a computer monitor for said gift, or do I want to just get a nice TV for downstairs when we're chilling or whatever? So we decided to go with the TV, get a really good deal on this one. And so I'm waiting in line, and it's what, 2 weeks from Christmas, whatever it is now?
Yes, it is. It's the 12th today.
Yeah. So we're within Christmas crazy time.
Super crazy.
Everybody
time.
Just got their CTBs or whatever, and
yeah,
it was also
we have
a payday.
Like a baby bonus that we got this week.
So so money is flowing in our town,
and there's not that many places to shop. Like we literally we don't have any other big box store. Like Walmart is it. We don't have.
No, there's not really anything else.
No, we don't even have
comparable.
No, we have one small electronics store in our tiny little mall, and that's it. We don't have a Best Buy or any of the big electronics stores. No, we don't have any. But of those things.
So I'm like, okay, cool, and so I go to the electronics first, and I'm like, all right.
And they don't have a till at the electronics.
They do, but it was fucking packed.
Oh my God, seriously?
Yeah, plus there was fucking like people arguing with stuff, and I'm pretty sure I witnessed somebody steal some Blu-rays, and like there was security everywhere eyeing people. Like it was crazy.
Wow.
And
well, you said you could have walked out with the TV if you really wanted to.
Well, I think I could have, man. Like it was mayhem. It was definitely mayhem. So anyway, so I looked through it, and I could have got a much bigger TV, but of a brand I've never heard of. And I like LG. Anything we've ever owned from LG has been fucking fantastic. So you know what? I was like, plus we don't need that big of a TV. Like
it's not that big of a room.
No.
I think it'll hurt our eyes.
Yeah, I love it. Is it really watching unless your eyes hurt? But anywho, so I go and I'm like, okay, well, I can't be at this section. Okay, oddly enough. So anyway, I'm looking at all the different TVs, pricing it out, and kind of we had a budget that we wanted to work within. And so then I pick it up, and because of the way that I work, I always double check to make sure that it's okay. This is what I'm thinking about getting. And there was a woman with a little kid, and the little kid was kind of there, and he kind of looked up at me, and I was like, hey, what's up, little man? Like, I don't know. I just,
saying hi, being nice.
And he's like, oh, nothing. How you doing? And I was like, oh, pretty good. And he's like, good. You're doing good. And I was like, oh, man, you're doing good too. Like, it was interesting. And then he was kind of looking at my TV and stuff. And like, I don't know, like I felt like he was like, you know what? You deserve that. And like, yeah. And like, I don't even know this kid, but it felt good. And then, so when we were like, okay, we'll grab that. So I'm walking out, and he's kind of in the way. I'm like, see, I gotta go, little man. He's like, no problem. He kind of helps guide my cart past his mom's cart. Mm-hmm. He's like, have a good night. I was like, you too. Like, it was a really nice little interaction. This kid must have been like, I don't know, 7, 8, maybe.
Aw, that's nice.
It was just a youngin'. So anyway, so I'm looking around, and at the electronics, it's through the roof, and then there's like fucking people arguing about this and that. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just fucking head to the front. I'm like, it's one thing, I can fucking go through the self-scan. And then as I'm getting up, I'm seeing people already lined up, and I'm only halfway through the store. And I'm like, holy fuck. So I kind of bypass, and I look, and that's for the fucking self-checkout one. There's like, I don't know, at least, and I'm not exaggerating, 30 people in line waiting for them. So I'm like, holy fuck. So then I look past it, and there's at least 15 people in every other line. And I was like, holy shit. So I have to go back down halfway through the store to cut across so that I could try to find the shortest line. So I get in the shortest line, and I must have been waiting in line for what? I don't know.
20
minutes, I think.
Yeah, it was a long time.
And I didn't move. We never moved that whole time that I was texting you. Sorry, I'm getting kind of a cramp right here.
That's okay.
But anyway, so the lady in front of me, it was a woman with 3 kids, and she's sitting there, and then all of a sudden she's like, where's so-and-so? Where's so-and-so? He's supposed to be here, blah, blah, blah. So then a lady beside her was like, what's the matter? And she's like, I don't know where one of my kids is. And then she's like, okay, well, you guys stay here by the cart. I'll go see if I can find him. And then she walks off.
Yeah, because don't lose your spot in line. That's, oh my goodness.
So yeah, so I was kind of like watching these kids, and then she comes back, she finds the kid, she's hugging the kid. My boy, you made me so nervous, blah blah blah. And like, this kid was older, like this kid seemed old enough. I wouldn't have been worried about him, So then 2 seconds after that, over the fucking thing, so we have a daughter here, customer service is missing their parent, blah blah blah. And I'm like, holy shit. And that happened 3 times while I was there. People are just straight up losing their kids.
Jesus.
And like I said, I'm there for 20 minutes texting you, and I'm like, fuck, because I wanted to buy both my things, one spot, get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
But I am glad that I went and got this. I think this was a fantastic deal. And then, so then the other gift that I wanted you to get for me was the new the Xbox Series S.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, they didn't have it there. I didn't see anything Xbox there. So either it was also there or they didn't have it at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
So then I'm texting you. I'm like, hey, can you call the other place and see if they have it? And like, I was like, if they've got this TV too, I'll walk the fuck out right now. And you're like, no problem. And you give them a caller, and they're like, okay, it's cool. They've got it there. And I'm like, all right, sweet. So I just got to get the fuck out of here. And so I kept watching, and customer service would go, like, there'd be nobody there. So then a lineup would start there. So I'm like, okay, the next time this happens, I'm going to try to get in there. And so I'm looking, disappears. One lady walks up. I'm like, this is my fucking shot. So I jump in, I get in line behind that lady. There is another guy kind of off to the side. So as soon as I hit this line, people started lining up behind me. I'm like, oh shit. So right away, I'm trying to dead eye look the cashier to be like, girl, let's link up. I'm next. Because then I start noticing people lining up on the other side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that ain't the line. I started the
that
line.
ain't the line, bitch.
So she thought the guy that was kind of standing there was in another line, but he wasn't. He was doing his own thing. Somebody came up, quick helped him, and then he was out. So then that left the gap. And when the gap happens, that's when your anxiety goes up, your pulse starts to race.
Well, yeah, because you're like, oh, fuck, there's 2 lines now. Which line is the right line? Which line is the right line?
Well, yeah, and then you're like, okay, is this person gonna, and it was a woman, and I'm like, I'm a sucker. I will let.
Yeah, you will. You'll just be like,
women or children, I'll let them go first.
You don't want to have a fight.
So anyway, but by then, me and the cashier had locked. She knew it was me. I knew it was, we were on it. So she's wrapping it up, and so as soon as that lady goes out of the way, I can kind of see the other lady want to dip in. And so I gave the cashier the look like, you point at me. So she's like, boom, gives me the point. I walk in. So then that lady's like, is somebody going to open this other till up? And the other lady that walked up was like, no, go get in the other line. Not behind me and the other couple of people in my line. She sent her to the line that hadn't moved in 25 minutes. And I was like, oh man. Like, and I don't know. I don't know if that was some karma shit for her, but goddamn. And then while I was waiting there, another little side note, somebody parked their cart in the customer service area filled with crap, and then came back and the cart was gone, because in the customer service area, that's where the carts go that they fill with stuff and then go put them back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's called go back.
So then the lady came up and was like, where's my cart? And the lady's like, what cart? She's like, there was a cart here I had filled with a whole bunch of stuff. And she's like, it's probably all back on the shelves now.
Yep.
And like this chick looked like she was going to freak out, but I'm like, what? You got to know better.
Yeah. Why did you leave your cart at customer service and walk away?
So I don't know. That was super strange. And then, so I walk this out. I walk over to the other place. It's like, boom, bidding, super fucking quick in and out of there. I was just like, this is what I need. They're like, we got you. I was done. Boom, on my way. But yeah, so after this pod, I'm going to be setting up the TV and the Xbox and get all that shit going. But yeah, we're
fucking Christmas to us.
Exactly, right? It's and I know it seems kind of lavish, but we've had a rough couple
we've had a really rough couple years.
So we spoiled ourselves a wee bit.
We never really bought each other Christmas gifts. Like,
not for a while.
Yeah, like when we were younger and when the kids were little, we didn't spend money on each other at Christmas. We only spend money on the kids at Christmas.
Yeah, that was always kind of been the thing. And now that the kids are
older, and if we can spend a little bit of money on ourselves, we do. But yeah.
Yeah, fucking right. So I don't know. That's kind of been our week. I hope you guys are having a great week. This should be dropping on a Monday or Tuesday because it's a podcast anytime you're listening. Thanks for listening along. If you dig it, give us a rating. If you're on Spotify, I think there's a rating thing. Give us 5 stars or a like or a follow or whatever. And if they're looking for you on the internet, MDI, where can they find you?
At The Real MDI on Instagram and on TikTok. I'm on there every now and then. I haven't posted a lot because I've been I was first really busy with my full-time job, and now I've been
kind of laid up and not really in the right mind frame.
Yeah, not in the mind frame of let's make TikToks.
Yeah.
But you know what? Maybe I should just start making them even when I'm not feeling well and post my woes to the world.
Absolutely. Fuck it.
But yeah, on TikTok I am creating with MDI. Yeah. Yeah. That's it.
For sure. And then if you want to check me out, I'm on TikTok at Canadian Trash Gaming, which is also our YouTube streaming channel for our gaming. And we're on YouTube at youtube.com/Twat FM. At Fearness on pretty much everything else. All the links are in the show notes, so you can check it out. And yeah, I think that's about it. Sorry, I'm just doing a quick peek here at a couple of things. But no, so far it's been really good. We've had a few people reach out lately, just saying that they like that we're back and they're listening. And
yeah, absolutely.
So that's pretty awesome. I want to give a shout out to Snurfin and his boys
over
at
Snurfin?
Nerdy Nomicron. You can check it out. The link's in the show notes. They talk all kinds of nerdy and different things in video games and stuff
Nomicron.
Over there.
I love that. I love that name.
Fucking rights. Definitely go check it out. Also check out our sponsor Discore. That's www.dizcore.com. You can use Twat FM for 10% off over there. I believe Matt can correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I think we're still doing that. And yeah, so we're gonna kind of keep things rolling here. And in the new year, I'm looking to do some bigger and better things. So yeah,
or just great things. They don't have to be bigger and or better. We're just gonna do great things.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. We're just gonna keep doing it. I've got a few plans of things I want to do. We are definitely going to start some audio projects and possibly video projects. Like I said, I got a giant fucking list of things that I want to do. And that's why I was just saying today, maybe we've got to sit down and like actually plan some shit out a wee bit better, just to make sure that these things actually start coming to fruition. But the fact that we're getting the podcast out each week is step one, and it's been a lot of fun. Mm-hmm. But absolutely. Yeah, man. Until next week, keep toking, keep smoking. That's Twat FM, bitch.